Next example is verify Stokes theorem for the vector the f bar is given over the upper half of the surface. Surface is given x square plus y square plus z square equal to 1. So this is your sphere, and we have to take this sphere only upper half, the upper half of that sphere, that is the half sphere. So this is your sphere, in which when we take the half sphere, the bottom shape is circular shape and the upper side shape is curved shape. So this is your half surface bounded by its projection on xy plane. So this is xy plane. On this xy plane, the surface having the projection on xy plane. So this sphere by its which projected on xy plane, it means when we see from this side, from upper side to this sphere, the bottom is your circular, in the circular shape. So when we see from the upper side, the bottom is your circle on xy plane. So this is the projection. Projection means how this sphere looks from the upper side. So from upper side, when we look this sphere, the bottom is your circle. So this is called projection. So verify Stokes theorem means we have to find LHS and RHS also. So for LHS, the curve is, in previous example, the curve is in the plane form or in 2D dimensional. Here the curve is, for finding this C, the curve is this path. 4 paths together we get the curve, that is the in plane, that is 2D plane, xy plane. But in this example, we have to take the curve or the surfaces as in curved shape. So here this C is your circle. This is your circle, and we have to prove this Stokes theorem over the upper half of the surface. So this upper part is your S surface, for which we have to prove the Stokes theorem, and the bottom is your circle, which is your C curve. So over this C curve, f bar dr bar. So this is your f bar, then multiply with f bar to dr bar. Solving this, we get 2x minus y, because this is the circle which is on xy plane, and on xy plane there is no any role of z axis. So here when xy plane, this circle you can imagine as a plate, horizontal plate, and this plate is on xy plate or xy plane. So this is your xy plane, and on this the horizontal shape is your circle. So this circle is on xy axis. So on, and this is your z axis. So there is no any role of z axis to this circle which is on xy plane. Hence for this circle z is 0. So put z0 here, we get only 2x minus y dx. So here to solve this integration, only single integration is there, but we can't find the limits, because this is a circular shape curve is given. See, S is also curved shape, and C, which is circle, which is also in curved shape. So we can't get the limits of x or y or z, etc. So we have to use the substitution method, that is put x equal to r cos theta and y equal to r sin theta, and dx equal to, and take the derivative of this, we want dx only. So dx equal to minus minus sin theta d theta, because here this is the surface sphere equation, this sphere equation, half sphere, and whatever the circle which is at bottom, its equation is, from this we have to take x square plus y square equal to 1. So this circle is on xy plane, so take only xy variables, that is x square plus y square equal to 1. So here the radius is 1, because x square plus y square equal to r square, it is general equation. By comparing r square equal to 1, that is r equal to 1. So put r equal to 1 here, we get x equal to cos and y equal to sin. So putting the value of r equal to 1 and dx value is this. So substituting x value, y value and dx value here, we get this. And the limits of theta are 0 to 2 pi. For this circle, as we are solving this line integral over the curve C, and C is the curve which is a circle. So this circle start from this, theta is 0, and moving from this direction to this again, the theta is 2 pi. So here theta limits are 0 to 2 pi. So by multiplying this, we get 2 sin theta cos theta is sin 2 theta. Sin theta to theta integration is cos 2 minus sin 2 theta integration is cos 2 theta upon 2 theta, derivative is 2. Sin bracket derivative we have applied here. Then sin square theta, we can't have the direct integration of sin square, so use the double angle formula. So sin square theta formula is 1 minus cos 2 theta upon 2. So 1 by 2 as it is. 1 integration with respect to theta is theta, minus cos 2 theta integration is sin 2 theta upon 2, from 0 to 2 pi. So by putting values, cos 4 pi, sin 4 pi value, sin 4 pi value is 0. By putting theta equal to 2 pi here, sin 4 pi, then sin 0 is 0, then cos 4 pi is 1. You can use calci, and cos 0 is again 1. By putting upper limit minus lower limit, we get the answer, that is pi. So left side answer we can calculate it over the curve C, and C curve is your circle here. And solving this integration by using substitution method, that is putting x equal to r cos theta and y equal to r sin. Then for finding the right side, the right side is over surface. So for right side, we have to calculate first curl f bar. So this is your f bar. So curl f bar formula is ijk partial derivatives with respect to x, y, z, and here we have to write f1, f2, f3. f1 is I component 2x minus y, f2 is minus yz square, f3 is minus y square z, and by simplifying this, we get only k. By solving this determinant, as we have seen in previous example, solve this determinant, we get only k. So here curl f bar is this. Then find n cap. The right side of this Stokes theorem is surface integral over f curl f bar into ds bar, and instead of ds bar we have taken n cap into ds. This is the formula again. So n cap value is, n cap is a unit vector which is perpendicular to this circle. Hence perpendicular to this circle or this sphere. So we have to use this sphere equation. So for finding n cap, we are using delta phi upon as for finding n cap, there is no this n cap is for over the surface S, and S surface is your this curved shape, and for this curved shape we can't find the n cap by right handed rule. So for having use of right hand screw law, we want some planes or plane surfaces, not the curved surface. On curved surface we can't get the n cap. So hence find this n cap by using this formula. So for this formula we want phi. So as we are finding n cap for this surface yes, or this sphere yes, this sphere equation is x square plus y square plus z square equal to 1. So use this as phi. So phi is x square plus y square plus z square minus 1. Find del phi. This is your formula, phi x y, phi xj plus phi zk. That is, this is your phi. With respect to x, y, z, we have to take the partial derivatives. We get del phi here. Put this del phi and modulus value of del phi and solve this. This example this method is repeated for finding end cap by using this formula in previous videos. You can see these videos. So putting the del phi and modulus of del phi here, we get n cap equal to xi yj plus zk. So n cap is equal to this, curl f bar is k cap. Then what is the value of ds? Here we have to prove this Stokes theorem for this half surface which is bounded by its projection on the xy plane. So this surface, half surface, when we see from the upper side, we get the projection in the form of circle. Projection means it's shaded, its part at the part of sphere at the bottom. When we saw from upper side to this sphere, at the bottom, as we have taken the half sphere, at the bottom we get the circle, and this circle is a projection. So let R be the projection of S, surface S on xy plane. So if there is a sentence like this, we have to prove that Stokes theorem of the given equation or of the given surface which is bounded by its projection on xy plane, or that this sentence, by this sentence we have to take ds. ds has a formula, we have to remember this. So ds equal to dx dy upon n cap k cap. As this projection is on xy plane, so we have to take n cap with k cap, which is of z plane. Projection is on xy plane, then take k cap. Projection is on xz plane, then take y, that is j cap. Projection on yz plane, if there is a projection on yz plane, then take x plane unit vector, that is I here. So here projection is on xy plane, so let R be the projection on xy plane. So take here k cap. So n cap into k cap is, n cap is here this, and into k cap. By multiplying this vector and k cap, this vector, we get only k multiplicative terms, that is only z here. K into k is 1, z into 1 is z, and above term is dx dy as it is. So put ds here. So n cap k cap, n cap is this, k cap is this, again we get z here, and z get cancelled, we get dx dy. So we get the right side surface over the surface integral over the surface S as the double integration over the projection R, and this projection R is a circle with equation x square plus y square equal to 1, and this equation we have taken from this sphere equation, x square plus y square equal to 1. Then this double integration means over this R, means this double integration over this circle means this is the area of this R curve, area of this circle, and area of circle is fixed. Formula is pi r square. Radius is from this 1, r square is 1, so r is 1, so radius is 1, so pi into 1 square is pi. So this is your area of this R curve. R curve is circle, so area of circle is pi r square. Put value of r here 1, so we get pi. So the right side we get pi, and left side is again pi. So LHS is equal to RHS. We proved that the Stokes theorem is verified. So here the 6th chapter, that is vector integral calculus, is completed, which is your 6th chapter. Thank you.